Greetings and welcome to Spider-Man Gamma Port's channel. This time, Sega Genesis Model 1. The console is in playable condition, however, it is in desperate need of a good cleaning. So we'll take apart the console like we've done before. The model number is 1601. I'm having only a little bit of issues, and that is with the RF out on this particular model. You can see it's all grody and kind of gummed up, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just tear this thing completely down, clean it all up, and yeah, I think this is going to be a wonderful teardown cleaning video. So let's get started. Alright, now there's a little bit of a trick when you take apart this particular console, is that the LED is actually wired right here to the actual board properly, and this is just like two wires for the LED, and you just slide this off. That's it. And then now, in order to get the shell nice and clean, you just pop this cover off. It's like that. And you can remove the LED after you get the little front faceplate free and separated from the board. Yeah, see, like that. These little clips. And then just pull the LED free so that you don't have to worry about it getting corroded. But I'm going to go ahead and clean that up either way. Get that rest of the way turned down. But yeah, I'm going to go sit this in the sink. It definitely needs to be cleaned. So give me a second. Alright, now so I have a few screws to remove. Looks like 3, 4, 5, probably about 8. Maybe 10 screws to remove. So I'll get back to you once I get this RF shield off. Let's go get that cleaned, and I'll strip the rest of this down here in a little bit. Getting there. I think I might have maybe one more. Oh, 2 more. I'm going to clean that real quick before I can pull it out. Sorry about the noise. I like to believe that that is all of them. That's an awesome looking board. I've never seen the inside of this, as you can tell by how, I would say filthy it is. That is one magnificent looking piece of hardware. I've got some cleaning to do. So I'm going to try to get this out of here now. So see you in a little bit. Everyone. Yeah, this came out very, very easy. Once I get all the screws out of it, I'm going to go ahead and soak the bottom of the shell and the RF shield in the sink. And we're going to get back and start scribbling away and admiring this board. See y'all in a little bit. I got the shells all cleaned up in the RF shield. Now it's time to work on the PCB. I believe I'm going to go ahead and brush all of this off. I almost want to go out to my garage and grab the air compressor and give it a thorough blowdown. But I could probably just, sweep all this off and getting into the garbage can. So, see you guys in a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and get all this all cleaned up as best as possible. Had a lot of fun working on the Genesis 2. And this one is just as entertaining. Okay. hope you're all having a wonderful day, because I know I am. Every day is a wonderful day when you get to work on vintage equipment like this. It's so therapeutic. It's super relaxing. Now this console was working perfectly fine. With AV, it does not work properly with RF out, and that's most likely because of the internal module is giving me issues, or it may have actually been the RF switch that I was using too. Sorry, I'm getting around areas in which I'm not showing on camera. Okay, now we're going to start working on this. I hope everybody's day is going absolutely fantastic, just as mine is. Every day is wonderful when you get to work on a vintage piece of equipment like this. Cleaning this stuff is so therapeutic. I wish I wouldn't have had to clean it, but it's like I get to see the inside of my console and I get to know it that much more. Get to check these caps, make sure none of them are leaking. Why don't you guys tell me in the comment section down below what your day is going like, and when was the last time you got to actually work on a Sega Genesis Model 1. And if you have both of them in your collection, or if you have that CDX, or you know the other variants of the Genesis. I myself personally, I love that Sega Nomad. You know, that's my favorite of all the consoles. You know, if there was a way to actually have Sega CD on it, it would make it a perfect console. No, I'll most likely end up using deoxit on this, you know, on the inside of the actual side there. I'll try to be as careful and cautious about that as possible. I don't want to ruin any of these components because they're really tight together here, and this is where they get the FM sound. And that's part of the whole reason why I like having this particular model. So you get that really, really exquisite sound out of it. Give me a second here. I'm going to turn the weasel light out of here. There we go. Get in there. Careful with those coils. Probably I don't even want to speculate what they are. I was going to call them toroids, or whatever, you know, that particular one, the toroid component. Sorry if my hand's in the way. Really trying to get in there to get it all cleaned out. Yeah, I hope y'all get a chance to watch the other video for the Genesis Model 2, because I took some really extra steps and a lot of time modifying the video for that one. You know, like for games that I really do enjoy playing and all that. You know, speaking of that, give me one second here. Yeah, I found a copy of Warlock. So, it's in its box. The cartridge is in, you know, playable condition. I mean, I'll have to clean it and scrub it and do all that. But, at least I have Warlock again. I wanted this one for the longest of times because I would play this one out of all the other games that I owned. It was Warlock was the first one, and probably the most, you know, common game that I would turn on for the console. I'm just going to say this is how convenient is that? To fix a power supply on this particular model, I mean, I gotta tell you, man, Sega engineers, they were thinking ahead, like above and beyond what your standard video game console maker was making back in the day. I mean, they were like they knew that these things were going to have issues over the years, and they built them to last. So, I mean, thank you, Sega. Thank you, Sega, so much for making these things serviceable too, and not making it so that everything you owned when you purchased it, it was going to be proprietary, and you're going to be stuck paying for or buying proprietary parts for your console. Not saying other consoles have done that. I'm just saying that this one right here particularly is, you know, I would say revolutionary. Absolutely love it. Okay, so from before to now, this looks, zoom that out again. This looks much, much better. I'm just getting around here so I can see what's going on. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be needing much more cleaning around here. Just a couple touch-ups here and there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and clean up the rest of the way off camera. And I'm going to go ahead and put it back together again. And we'll play a quick game of, I don't know, Vector Man? Something cool. Hey everyone, so here is the after. Got it all polished up. And now we're going to go ahead and play a quick game of Vector Man. Hey everyone, so here's the Sega Genesis we just cleaned. The RF switch for it just doesn't want to work right now. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to cut the wire off like I had before with the previous video of me taking apart the Nintendo version of it. So we're going to go ahead and do that here in a little bit for a modification. Hey everyone. Alright, so I just finished working on the Sega Genesis Model 1. Now we're going to work on the RF switch for that console, since this one's RCA jack is a bit faulty, doesn't want to work properly, and I'm going to replace it like I did with the original Nintendo control deck RF switch. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and put a new RCA jack on the end of it. Well, the whole entire wire. I'm going to go ahead and just resolder a new one on it. So, yeah, I'm going to take it apart, clean the shell, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Be sure to know that the PCB's back goes to the Sega back on the actual, like that, when you reassemble it. Alright, so this one looks like it's just as simplistic and easy as it was the last one we worked on. Awesome. Okay, I see what's going on here. I will definitely need to reattach the coaxial cable right here. As you can see where the negative on it, or the outside of it, broke free. And then I'll redo this as well, where they call it an MOD. Cool. It's way less sophisticated, or I would say maybe, how about more consolidated? What do you think? Looks pretty good. But yeah, let's go ahead and work on this here now. Give me a second. Hey everyone. Alright, so the coaxial cable right here did not actually break free from the board. It's just like it's a pressure point of contact onto it, where it's not actually anything to worry about. I can just, well, what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to go ahead and remove it off of the board so it's out of the way, and I don't have to worry about it breaking free and all this, that, and the other. So we'll go ahead and work on it here in a second. Okay, trying to do this with the camera is just almost impossible. This might be just as simple enough to just push it through. Just about. I hope this is getting picked up on the camera. My apologies if it isn't. I was just really concentrating on getting that cleared out of there. My apologies, I was on the wrong one. Just as easy though, and I don't want to bridge those together. Although it wouldn't be a problem though. Alright, give me a second. Alright, so it's off the board now. This is very easy actually. I mean, way easier than I've ever been having a struggle with on other projects that we've been working on here. Yeah, woohoo! Alright, so the next would be these two wires right here. And this would be your positive, and that would be your negative right there. And I'm thinking as if we snipped it right here and then spliced into it, maybe that'll be a lot better than actually separating it from the board, so that way I'd actually still keep the original grommet on it. Curious. We'll see. How about I go ahead and trim the wire first and see if it's easy to work with, and then we'll go on from there. But yeah, look how easy it was to get that via hole open too. And don't worry, I'm going to clean all this old flux off of here as well. There's a lot of it. But man, was this so easy to work on versus every other project piece. Telling you. Alright, see you guys in a little bit. Alright, what it looks like after a thorough cleaning. Got all that old flux off of it. It's like, come on, camera, focus. Thank you. Awesome. But like I said, it's a lot more sophisticated than the other one, the Nintendo version, with all the caps and resistors right here. A few other components that you wouldn't find on the other. There's your diodes. Cool. Here, let me rotate it around so you guys can see the numbers on here and all that. Alright, you have that? I think you do. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave that there, or I don't know, maybe not. But I want this grommet, and it just doesn't, I don't know if this will spin off of here and it'll attach to the other one or not. You know, I want that piece so that it'll keep it from separating. Decisions. Hey everyone. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and desolder it from the board. I put a little bit too much flux down. Well, that's alright. That'll happen. Alright, so let's go ahead and get ourselves a piece of this. Yeah, the soldering iron is working absolutely wonderfully well. So like I said, I don't have to work so hard at it now. Ever since I zeroed it in, or I balanced it. Like I say, absolutely effortless. Alright, give me a second here. Everyone, this was absolutely awesome to work on. Alright, so I removed it off the board. I'll have to do a little bit of modding on this right here to get it pushed down in there a little bit further so that it flush mounts, because it wasn't actually separated or broke free. It's just a pressure, like you press down on it and the shell keeps contact with that, which is a little unusual but not unheard of. Awesome. Alright, I'm thinking harvest this particular attachment so that I can actually put it back into the board again the right way, crimp it down. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this apart and and attach it to one of these right here. See in a little bit. So this is working out exactly the way I wanted it to. Have the wire in there perfectly fine. Just put some flux down. So like I was saying, it's like never underestimate the power of using flux. And we're just tacking it down right now. And then we'll put a lot more down here in a little bit with the actual. Okay, that one worked out perfectly fine. This one's going to be a little more tricky because of the amount of surface area. Heat it up nicely. Perfect. Couldn't ask for a better job. There's the mud. It's literally called MOD. I love it. I love Sega products. Oh, they're so easy to work on. Oh, the Dreamcast, the only reason why I was having problems with that is because my soldering iron was not zeroed in, and I was really cranking up the heat on it, trying to get the temperature properly, for the solder that I was using. And yeah, so now I'm going to go ahead and work on getting that back pushed down again. So give me a little bit. I'll be back. Hey everyone. Alright. So this is the finished product. What I did is I removed these little posts that they had originally as a press down to the board, and I actually put a piece of Cat 5 and a piece of Cat 5 there, and then I redid the soldering to the board. I'll have to do a little bit of cleaning up here, but yeah, that's what it's going to be. We'll go ahead and test it out now in the console. See you guys in a little bit. Alright, here's the Sega Genesis with the modified RF switch. Like I was saying, I was having issues with it earlier. It's through the audio jack. I may need to take the board out again and solder the RF down to the board a little bit more. I think it might be a little bit loose. That's why I'm having intermittent issues, but I have the HDMI cable coming, and I'll have that in a unlisted video after. But it is functioning now. It's way better than what it was before. So I'm happy. I'm very pleased. That's awesome. Alright, so the RF switch did work. The console is nice and clean now. So that modification for that particular, the wire replacement, and then rewiring that and soldering that together really works really, really well. But now we're just having some interference from the actual PCB needing to be soldered down a little bit more. Alright. Thank you all so very much for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Be healthy, stay safe, happy gaming, everyone. The original Sonic the Hedgehog, but there's a debug and a stage select. I'll show you how. At the title screen, you press C 6 times. Up, down, left, right. Sorry, my controller is taking a little bit to sync. Here we go. But like I was saying, you press C button 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up, down, left. You hear the chime, then you do up, down, left, right it again. Because we're in debug mode right now. But if you press it again, now you can press and get into your stage select. So now we're stage select, right? But you're also able to exit out of a match. And you can actually edit the game. You can put as many gold rings anywhere you want. But remember, it doesn't have to be gold rings, because you can change it to anything you want. All sprites. For this map. How cool is that? Takes a little bit of getting used to. But if you're done, hit the pause button, and yes, you have slow motion here. You can move your character a little bit here and there. I'm sure you could jump somewhere too. There it is. You have to hit both buttons to jump. And it's just a little bit of lagginess. But if you want out, just hit your A button. But you have to hit the code twice in order to get your stage select, so that this will work. And that would be pressing up, down, left, and right. Pretty easy. I think that is cool, and it works on Sonic the Hedgehog 2 as well. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Be healthy, stay safe, happy gaming, everyone.